Hey, this is your girl Queen Mixxy, and we're here at the Mixxy Show with a special guest, Cliff Vmir. But before we show you Cliff, check out our @BET's Wigged Out premiere.
I want people to know I am not a woman. I am not a drag queen. I am just a gay African-American male who likes to wear wigs, wear nails, wear makeup. I just like to look pretty, okay? Let's clear it up.
Boss bitch, all I ever be. Boss bitch, Fendi Louis V.
Hey everyone, this is your girl Queen Mixxy, and we're here at the Mixxy Show, and we have a special, extra special guest, Cliff. Can I get a round of applause?
What's up, y'all? Hi, how are you?
How you enjoying this New York weather? I need to get some first.
Yes, it's cold. It's very cold.
I know you from the A. Is that where you're originally from?
No, I'm from Philly.
You from Philly? I don't know if they have a sign. Do they have a sign? P-Town? No.
No, West Philly.
West Philly?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So how have you been transitioning into Atlanta?
What you mean?
Like transitioning from Atlanta to Philly. Is it the same?
Oh, like the difference?
Yeah.
I definitely feel like Atlanta is more of a place, it's more positive. It's a place that I really feel like I want to chase my dreams. In Philly, I felt kind of stagnant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In Atlanta, you definitely see like the big cars, nice houses. So you get very inspired. It's kind of lonely because it's like really far from home, but I wouldn't go back home.
You wouldn't go back home at all? Not at all?
No.
Not even a little bit?
I would come to New York.
Oh, okay.
But not home, no.
So if you wanted to move to Atlanta, what would be the next place from Atlanta? What would you feel like your next
Miami
state?
or LA.
You feel like there's more inspiration over there?
Yes. I need a city with like beautiful lights and views and nice cars. I need to see inspiration. Like I need to be in a city with people who are bosses, you know, because you are what you are surrounded by. So if I'm surrounded by people who are negative, then I'm going to start, you know, being negative. If I'm around bosses and people who have businesses, I'm going to, you know, want to do the same.
Now, I heard that you started from a young age, speaking on inspiration. What inspired you? Because I know you started at a very early age, like 3-ish?
Yeah. It's really funny because like nothing really like inspired me. I've always just been so hard on myself. Like, always. Like, I remember when I used to play sports. Yeah. I was very hard on myself.
Wait, you played sports?
I played sports. Football, basketball, soccer, baseball, flag football. My dad was like my coach. Yes, that's why.
Oh, you had a dad coach?
Yeah, it was bad. I had it hard.
Oh, that's
it was
rough.
Very bad. But I've always been like really, really hard on myself. And I don't know, I just feel like I'm so young, but I like to hang around people who are older than me because I'm really mature. Yeah. And I feel like when I see how my older friends are, I feel like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like, okay, like for instance, when I was 18, right? My older friends were like 27, 30. They had houses, kids, nice cars. I'm like, okay, Cliff, what's up? You graduated high school. Like, what you gonna do? Yeah. But I had to remember that I was only 18. Like, most 18-year-olds were still living with their parents. I had moved straight to Atlanta on my own, had my own car, like, you know. So I've always been very independent and very hard on myself. Like, right now with the music, I'm very hard on myself. When I was doing celebrity clients, I would be very hard. Like, I've always been hard on myself.
Well, I know the hair game has been transitioning, growing. It's like $1 billion industry, and I know it's super competitive. How do you deal with all the competition?
I feel like when you're in an industry that's saturated, you really cannot think about other people. Yeah. And it's sad to say, like, people will try to, like, you know, shade you. Ugh. And that's something I'm trying to work on myself, as being able to not, I'm not being funny, but not want to get physical with people, or, you know,
put
want
hands
to,
on them.
Yeah, put the paws on them.
You gotta put the paws.
Sometimes it's very hard to try to like hold myself together, and that's something I'm still working on. But I mean, as long as you just focus on you stay hard on yourself, like you'll succeed. Like, set your goals for you. Don't do it because you see TT and Shauna doing it. Like, you have to do it because you want it.
That is so true.
Yeah.
Speaking of paws, I know you got some pups.
I do.
I bring a little dog for you.
Yes. I really do miss my dogs.
Why you don't travel with them?
My dog is bad. She's bad on the plane. She squeals and barks, and sometimes I have to tapper, but it doesn't work.
Well, with TSA now, you don't know how they're gonna be treating your dog,
Yeah.
throwing it around.
Oh no, she flies on the plane with me.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay,
but she's
okay.
bad.
Now, we obviously know you do hair, but what I really want to talk about is the music.
Okay.
Because this transition to music, I saw a freestyle that you was looking kind of, you know, let me know when you're ready to do my
Which one you
hair.
talking about, girl?
The Chyna White one.
Chyna White.
Yes.
Okay.
Because, you know, I'm a huge Foxy fan, so as soon as I heard that
love
beat, I
her.
was like,
Yeah.
wait, what was that?
You're right. So what was it
Let
about?
me know what it was about, what was the inspiration about it. I love the all white, obviously.
Thank you. So basically, when I rap, I'm a slick talker. I like to slick talk. I like to, you know, show them I'm a bossy bad bitch, you know. So when I did Chyna White, I felt like I wanted to give some type of recognition to Foxy Brown.
I'm busy, I'm ballin', nigga. I'm not meet your mama type. He act like he wanna creep, then that nigga stay out of sight. Will never step back and vision this. Fuck him, he out my life. I run up the commas right, I fuck up some commas like.
I just kind of went off. I've been going through a lot of situations with different men. Not like that. I'm not a hoe or nothing. When I say different men, I mean different guys trying to slide in my DMs or.
Oh, you get the slide in the DM.
I do, but we're not gonna get into that.
We're not gonna get into that.
And then like different friends, like any situations I'm going through, I always put it into the music. Like that's like therapy for me. So I put, you know, what I was going through over a beat, and it sounded amazing.
Well, I saw your bestie was in the video.
Yes, that's my girl.
How long have y'all been friends?
10 years.
10 years? Oh, me and my best friend did a decade this year.
Yes.
Shout out to the decade.
All right, decade. Well, we almost there.
No, because, you know, some people in the industry, they don't come with, like, even a friend because they start losing them because once people get popular and they get more exposure, people just, like, oh, you're doing too much, and they start acting different.
Yeah, no, we started from the bottom together. Like, when we were young, 7th grade, like, we used to fight together. We used to, like, we came up together. I did hair, she did makeup. I had a hairline, she had a cosmetic line. I did not tell you about walking in my house like you crazy.
Girl, shut up.
It's no girl. Why are y'all late?
Nobody is late.
Gee,
I had
y'all
a couple
supposed to be
minutes
here
behind
about-
time.
You know, I'm doing a thing with, you know, like little appearances on TV. I'm putting her onto like, you know, I want to bring my dog with me. I'm not going to ever leave her, you know, and I wouldn't expect her to do the same for me.
Oh, that's dope because most people, they can't even do that nowadays.
Oh yeah, you got to stay loyal.
You got to stay loyal. But sometimes people switch up on you and their loyalty gets a little shaky. But you got a new song out.
I do. Get money.
Where's the video at? That's what I want to know.
It's coming soon. It's coming soon. We still working out some things. It's coming soon though.
I'm ready for
It's
the
gonna
video.
be lit.
I saw you yesterday in the Bronx freezing.
You saw me?
Yes, on your Insta story.
Oh, you saw
I be
me, yes.
stalking.
Yeah.
You said you was featuring a song.
I was featuring a song called Capiche, so we were shooting a video out in the projects in the Bronx.
Okay,
It was
have you ever been to the Bronx?
I never been to a project or a Bronx, so it was
A project or a Bronx?
A Bronx, yeah. I never been, you know. So it was very new to me. Like it was, you know, I'm like, okay, I could get used to this.
You
like,
can get used
I had
to
my
the Bronx?
Timbs on, yes. I loved it.
So you was ready to get it.
I was ready to get it cracking.
You was ready to get it cracking. I just want to just get a close up of your hair.
On my hair. Hold on. Might be a little caught in the mink jacket. It actually got wet earlier. I had got some cake in it, but yeah, I had to rinse it off.
Well, that's good. Do you have any more collaborations that you feel like you're going to start working on?
Yeah, I have a song with Lil Mo dropping soon.
Oh.
Yes, I have something with Light Skin Keisha.
Okay.
And in February, I am dropping an EP.
Oh, so we ready for all these different
I
rollouts.
gotta get ready.
Speaking of rollouts, Wigged Out, first episode.
Yes,
Congratulations
Thank you so
on your
much.
8 episodes.
Thank you.
What is mostly the stuff that's going to be going on in the BET 8 episode? Is it going to be hair, music, your world, your life?
So Wig Out is basically, okay, so it's showing me like what I go through on a daily, right? To me, when I watched it, it kind of reminded me of like a mini documentary. It's showing me go from being like one of the world's like biggest hairstylists going over into being a rap artist. It's showing me, you know, like trying to help my friends, the drama I go through with them.
Beef with Kenji is that she did not reply back to him when he reached out to her during a time that him and Cliff were no longer friends. Kenji's loyalty lies with Clifford.
I'm not gonna say it's a big thing. I feel like to you, it may be a big thing. You know, it's nothing that I started. You know, you were chatting about something that involved me.
I could have brought it to your attention, but at the same time, I didn't feel like it was that deep.
You didn't feel like it was that
No,
deep
I understand
because
what you're
I didn't know
saying,
about
but whether
it.
we talk about it or
I
not-
know about it, now you feel like it's that deep because you feel like, oh, shit, I shouldn't have said that.
No, I'm not backtracking at all. I just listen. Whether, no, but wait, no.
Let's try to make this situation better. Hold my scissors. Okay.
But do you get what I'm saying now?
No,
That's
my friend,
you being
and
sensitive. That's
no, it's
what
me being
is.
mature at the end of the day. Because
It's not, because if it was you being mature, you never opened your mouth about it. You
It's
feel
not that I don't
all
like
these
you, I just
things, like,
literally- I just
you don't-
deal
you're
with
not
shit.
making- You just deal with us all equally. Why is my
If you do it as all equally, why was Kenji
Why
like
was it
I
I
don't. No,
don't?
the thing is, I don't deal with y'all all equally. That was my issue. I literally said.
So now we're getting to something.
But I guess Kenji's trying to figure out, like, basically, what did she do to
Okay,
you that
he's
make you
trying to-
I already said that. I'm confused about how many times I have to say that. I don't have a problem with it. I literally do. I'm not her friend. I can't believe that Kenji doesn't understand where I'm coming from. She's going around. She's trying to make everybody like turn against me. That's literally how I feel right now.
Not a big.
Being in the salon with my celebrity clients, and then it goes to me, you know, telling my team that I want to rap. And I'm telling me like, oh, you shouldn't do it. Or, you know, I'm talking to Lil Mo in the studio, or I'm arguing back and forth with an assistant.
Yeah.
And her wig comes off, you know. Just different things, you know.
Where's yours?
Oh.
Exactly, don't come from.
Did you snatch it or it came off or they edited it?
I didn't really snatch it. The keys got stuck to it, and I had moved my hand.
Your keys got stuck, and that's how it
It
got
did,
pulled
yeah.
off.
Sometimes I gotta do a little
You gotta-
tug,
you
like
gotta-
let you know, like, girl, I will snatch your wig off. But it
Well, if
came
it
off.
was laid, you know, it wouldn't really
I didn't
pull
do
off.
it. She did it.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, that's really dope. How do you feel as competition-wise? Do you feel like you're competitive, or it's going to be hard transitioning from an artist? Yeah, from here. Because sometimes when you're in a different industry, they're just like, oh, you're just a hairstylist.
Yes,
You don't know nothing.
I've gotten a lot of that. I've gotten a lot of like, oh, stick to doing hair, you're a hairstylist. But I feel like this. I feel like the same way I did hair, I'm gonna do the rap thing the same way. Like it's not, it might not be easy, but trust and believe I'm gonna get where I want to get with the rapping. A lot of people are not, they might not like it,
Yeah.
but it will happen.
Well, we're in a new era, I feel like, so I know it's hard. I know for like males, especially like gay males, when they were coming into the industry, like I know Frida and stuff, they really had to fight.
Yeah.
And I think it just opened the door. Who are
Definitely.
some people you do want to work with also?
I want to work with Little Kim. I want to work with Foxy.
Love Kim.
I want to work with Cash Doll, Asian Doll,
Hey.
all the dolls.
All the dolls. All the dolls.
I really want to work with Kehlani.
Okay.
I love Kehlani. SZA. Who else?
Ooh, her song gives me life, girl.
Yes. Dreezy. It's a lot of people I want to work with that are really dope.
Okay.
Oh, City Girls.
City
Ooh,
Girls?
Yes.
Oh, are you gonna twerk? Are we gonna
Yes,
do a little twerk?
yes, we're gonna do a little twerk.
I need some practice because I don't know how to twerk.
I can teach you.
Oh, we're gonna have a twerk section.
Yes.
We
Oh,
gonna-
but you look like you know what you're doing.
I know how to just form right,
Okay.
but when it's
So
the
you
rest
need
of the part,
right.
it's a little struggles,
I got you.
struggles.
I got you.
Well, it's definitely exciting to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
We're gonna have some like Q&As from some of the audience members.
Okay.
You might want to ask some questions. I know we got some hairstylists up in here that be like
Okay.
that's starting up and just want to know
Yeah.
because I know it's a lot of stuff. Oh, I definitely liked about your classes.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about those.
So my classes, basically, I've been doing classes for a while since I've been about 16.
Okay.
Basically, I'm doing a little bit more now because I feel like if I'm not going to be able to do the hair,
Yeah.
I should be able to teach people how to do the hair like me, because I wouldn't want to be selfish and just hold a talent in and not show people my talent.
My class, people are flying in, paying for tickets to come see me perform a service. Yes, it's a hair concert. Duh. All of my students will learn how to apply a full lace wig. A lace frontal is basically a machine wefted hairpiece. I mastered them from trial and error.
Now, I'm not going to do it for free,
Yeah.
obviously, because it took me years to learn, you know, this. So I'm willing to give it out to other people and help stylists and mentor them, you know.
Yeah.
So the classes basically, I do them maybe like once a month. And basically, it's like an 8-hour class.
Okay.
Students come, whether if it's hands-on or look and learn. And by the end of the class, they know, they have it, you know, it's written down. And basically all you have to do is go home and put it together, keep practicing, and it's all gonna make sense.
So, how
What
much
you
is
wanna
your,
do?
I'm just saying, you know, I be ready.
You wanna learn? You want a hands-on? What you want?
Well, with your career now, is the class is gonna end?
2019.
Because if you end up on tour and the plans are, you know, obviously out of state, then across the world.
Okay, so I went back and forth with myself, right? I was like, you know, if I became a big rapper, I'm gonna still do the hair. I know it's not gonna work.
It's not.
It's not gonna work. I told myself 2019 is like my last year doing anything beauty. Anything beauty.
Did y'all hear that, everybody?
For right now, that's what it is.
2019.
Yeah.
Don't ask for it.
In 2020, I should be up by then. But
Up,
this
up,
year
up.
is like my last year. Like, okay, y'all, get it while y'all can because I don't know, you know. So yeah.
I feel crazy. I said. So we're gonna get some Q&A from the audience members. Anybody have some questions over here? Okay.
I'm always ready with questions. So my question is, will you open a shop or, you know, some type of legacy store?
Oh yeah, actually I just got a building in Atlanta for a hair store and a salon. So it's a hair store in the front and salon in the back. So I'm always gonna keep it rolling.
What you ask is next is, are you hiring?
Yeah, we're gonna go through a hiring process. So it's gonna be posted on social media. But I follow y'all, right?
I don't think we, but I think my friends.
Oh yeah, so okay, girl, I'll follow you. Yeah. So yeah, the hiring process will just be on social media.
And how was it when you?
It's okay.
How was it when you like picked your team? Like how you knew someone was loyal to you? Like did you do any, you know, interview or
background
honestly,
checks?
right?
You know,
How do you know the snakes are?
they are. I always try to. This is what I try to do when I was younger. Not now, but when I was younger. I try to go for the youth because I feel like you can mold the youth better. They're still kind of young. So if you're teaching someone that's younger how to, like you're molding them into someone and you're like, okay, this is how you know, book a hotel or this is how you talk to a client. It's a little bit more easier because I feel like older people are more strict and stern. Not strict and stern, like they're more like,
setting their ways.
yeah, setting their ways. You know, it's like a puppy. Like, you know, you got to teach the puppy while it's young or if they're older, they're not going to listen.
True.
So I would do that, but it wasn't working for me, you know. And then I just felt like you have to research on the people, you know. Figure out who they worked with before, even if you got to call their job, you know. That's how I'll be picking them now. I just do my research.
References.
Yeah.
See who they real pages are, who be going their followers.
See what they get into, like, because people are messy.
Go scroll all the way back to the beginning IG page.
Right. Look at stuff they like on Instagram.
Yes.
All that matters.
Because, you know, if they like the stuff that people snatching wigs and ratchet and, you know, you might have a turn up.
That sometimes.
But, you know, you got a bodyguard in the group like, oh, if I turn up, they turning up with me. We got to get this all together like a crew. Did you have a question?
So, like, what was it like? I know your upbringing because you played football and stuff like that. How was it when you came out of hair? I know we like the same age and it was like hard.
When I came out for hair, well, I've always been very sassy. Like, you know, I've always like had a mouth, and I used to like I was very close with my mom. I wasn't close with my dad, so I used to get like little dolls, and I used to like go in my mom's room and hide it behind my back, and we're like, "Look, mom, look," and she'd be like, "That's nice," and I go run back in my room and hide it from my dad, you know. So eventually, after doing that, like my dad ended up leaving because he found out, and then I was able to kind of go full force with it. My mom, it was because I was like madly in love with this boy, and we was going out on dates and stuff, and people were seeing us together. So I felt like, wow, like I really told everybody except my mom. I just sent her a text and was like, Mom, I like guys. It brought us so much closer. Like from you holding back from this one thing, just imagine how your relationship is gonna be even tighter. When I was a kid, I remember I was, you know, on my computer watching stuff and doing stuff I wasn't supposed to. My dad stumped me out one time to the point where there was blood coming out my mouth, and I never could understand why he was doing that to me. Like it got really bad. I was tired of like being hit on and called like different names. You can't do that to a child. You can forgive, but you can't forget things.
Right. When you're young, a lot of people say you're confused and stuff, but I know what I wanted, and I know that I wasn't confused. And I don't feel like he failed me as a parent. I just felt like that was my choice.
Is that really tough for you to deal with?
No. At first, I was really mad at him because he left, but I mean, I don't talk to him now, but it wasn't hard. I kind of, you know, it helped me.
I know you were mostly you took care of your mom and I think your grandmother after all of that happened, so you felt like you needed to boss up early.
Yeah, I felt like if it wasn't for that, like I felt like that lit the fire underneath of me, like, you know, it kept me rolling. I'm
but at 16?
Yeah.
You wasn't playing.
I wasn't playing. I was catching the bus everywhere. People wanted their hair done.
I know. I even saw that you were featured in 2017 in NBC.
Yes, they came out to Philly and videotaped me and filmed me. Thank you. I was 20 under 20. All I think about ever is hair, hair, hair. I always had an interest in hair ever since I've been like 2 years old. I always dreamed of being like a real big stylist, and I knew by the time I turned 9 or 10 that was what I really, really wanted to do. Or 28 under 20, 20 African Americans in the United States, something, I forgot, but yeah.
20 African Americans that was making a certain amount of money. That's really important because, you know, I think as people are really, really young, they're becoming bosses so early, so a lot of these different responsibilities were going on. Okay. Well, let everybody know where to find you. On all social media platforms.
Well, if y'all haven't seen me before, I know y'all did. But if y'all didn't, you can follow me.
Like you haven't.
Right, because you see me somewhere. You can follow me everywhere at Cliff Vmir. Yeah.
That's it? Yeah. Well, we're super excited to have you at the Mixxy
Thank
show.
you.
We're definitely going to follow up because I need to see this video.
Okay.
I need to go to this class. I need to get my hair laid.
Let's get it cracking.
I like colors, you know. I think I DM'd you about the names already.
You did?
Said, yes.
Oh, okay. Well, let me respond real quick.
I was like, does it color well in white?
It does.
Because I was asking about the 613.
Oh, that was you. Mixxy something. Yes, it colors amazing. Yes.
I had to know because, you know, I just do the colors.
Okay, yeah. It's really good.
As always, here at the Mixxy show, we're here featuring Cliff, and we're super excited. Definitely check out the video that we have right now, Get Money. And we also want to see the Chyna White video. We're also going to drop that. And you guys, thank you for the audience that came.
Thank you, guys.
We appreciate all you guys. And we are out. Always stay in the mix.
With the walk I hold along, you can see that I'm up now. I'm a bad bitch, I'm from my city, you know the town. Last bitch got snatched when I seen her for talking down. Hit a Tatiana something, you tell them I'm coming round. I'm all up on their feet, I'm down it, ain't up it now. Niggas ain't